In this final video, I'd like to take a few minutes to walk you through the materials available in each topic module. The home page is set up to show all of the topic modules in the course, which contain all of the learning materials and assignments in the course. There are 10 topics in global climate change, each representing roughly a week's worth of content and activities. If you scroll down a bit, you'll notice that some topics, and therefore weeks, are busier than others. In this class, it's really important that you keep up with what's being discussed each week in order to do well on your assignments, essays, quizzes, and exams. Now, let's take a look at what makes up each topic module. As you can see, each topic module is divided up into 3 areas: content, readings, and assignments. Let's discuss the 2 latter areas first. The readings area will let you know which chapters you should be reading in your textbook. There are also supplemental readings, which, although aren't required, will help reinforce what you're learning each week. Generally, these are short, interesting articles. The assignments area provides links to the graded areas of the course. Each topic features either an exercise or essay assignment, with the essay usually building upon the activity you completed in the previous topic's exercise assignment. Each topic's assignment page spells out what to do, when to do it by, and provides a link to the class assignment tool to turn it in. You can also access assignments by choosing the assignments tool on the left menu if you prefer. At the end of a topic, be sure to take the topic quiz. The final link in each module will take you to that topic's quiz. You will get 2 attempts at the quiz, but the quiz will be different each time you take it, pulling from a pool of questions related to each interactive lecture in the topic. Whichever quiz attempt has the highest score, regardless of whether you took it first or second, is the one that will be counted towards your course grade. Now let's talk about the content area. The content area is the equivalent of your lectures in this online course. You'll no doubt notice that these are called interactive lectures, and that's just what they are. Instead of a recorded lecture video from a live class, these are painstakingly produced interactive experiences, where you watch a few minutes of video and then be presented with either a quiz question or other activity before moving on to the next portion of the video. Let's open one up to see what you can expect. When you click on one of these links, you'll be taken to a landing page where you can choose to watch the lecture. The transcript area is primarily provided for screen readers and accessibility purposes, but all students might find the transcripts useful for studying purposes. The lecture will open in a brand new window or tab in your browser, and the first video portion will start playing automatically. There are 2 navigational bars in each interactive lecture. The main outer portion of this interface allows you to move back and forth through the entire program by clicking the back and next buttons here. You can think of this as going back and forth through a PowerPoint presentation. These are important buttons because when a video ends, you will not be automatically taken to the next area of the program, such as a quiz question. You must push the next button in order to move on. Whenever there is a video playing on screen, if you hover over the video momentarily, it will bring up the video player's interface, which will allow you to play and pause the video, scrub to a particular area, control the volume, play the video in full screen mode, adjust the quality either higher or lower depending on your connection to the internet, and turn captions on or off. With captions, you can also adjust the settings like color, background color, font selected, size of the captions, etc. If you're more comfortable in a language other than English, you might also want to try the Translate Captions option. However, do note that this is a beta service, so your experience may vary in the quality of the translation. Quiz questions in a lecture will always be based on the content you just watched or interacted with. Sometimes you may need to go back a slide or 2 to get some information, such as from a graph to answer a question. Make sure you use the back and next buttons to do this. Note that these are not graded questions. They are provided more as self-checks, but each of these questions could appear on a quiz or exam. Also, each question is pulled randomly from a pool of questions, just like in a topic's graded quiz, each time you play an interactive lecture, and will probably be different each time you play a lecture. Therefore, if you want more practice with quiz questions before actually taking the graded quiz, you may want to consider watching each interactive lecture a few times. Remember, you can always skip ahead to quiz questions or interactions if you've already watched and are familiar with the video portions. Finally, it's important to know that these lectures require Flash to be installed on your computer, which 98% of computers already have installed. You can go to adobe.com to download the latest version of Flash Player if you don't already have it installed on your computer. Because this is Flash content, that means that these lectures aren't super compatible with tablet devices like the iPad and many smartphones. If you have a tablet and really want to watch these interactive lectures on such a device, we recommend purchasing the $3 Puffin web browser that does a pretty excellent job of allowing Flash content to play on iPads and Android tablets. More information can be found at puffinbrowser.com if you're interested. In addition to keeping up with course topics, you are expected to attend your weekly discussion section at the assigned time where you will discuss topic videos, assignments, and readings with your TA. For more information on how to access these discussions, be sure to watch the Using Adobe Connect video. Now that you have a feel for the course, feel free to explore and get familiar with your online class environment. In addition to the topics, you may want to check out the Encyclopedia of Earth, which features a ton of learning resources, Piazza, this course's question and answer tool, and the People area, where you can see and get to know other people who are enrolled in global climate change. Thanks for watching this tutorial, and have a great quarter.